Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Monday morning and I'm feeling, I was gonna say tired, I'm not actually tired. I just feel mentally tired already with this week, and this week hasn't even begun. Let me put cinematic mode on, I prefer that. Much more cinematic. Basically, I've been dreading the next 10 days. It's 10 days until we go to Florida on holiday, and that is like my mark in the sand of like, cool, then I can rest, and then it's busy again when we get back. But the next 10 days are going to be a bit mental. Got 2 days at home here to tick off basically everything I need to do on my to-do list before I go away on holiday. And then we're in London for 2 days, and then we come back home. I've got another couple of days here, and then I fly to the south of France for a work job, which I'm gonna vlog in a separate vlog and take you along with me. And then I literally will get back here at this house after midnight, and then that next morning, get a few hours sleep, drive to the airport to Florida. So I'm gonna be absolutely knackered, and because of that full schedule, I basically have to get all of the work over the next 3 weeks needs to be done today, tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, basically. So I'm a bit stressed, but that's okay. So I've already had a coffee and worked out sort of my YouTube schedule for the next bit of time, because I've missed a couple of uploads recently, just because I haven't been filming for YouTube. It's sort of been low down on my priority list, which I've learned is okay. My coach Laura is always like, with this sort of job that you do on so many different things, priorities come and go. And she's like, in a few months, YouTube might be like your top priority and the rest will be less, but it's okay to have like ebbs and flows. And currently YouTube is not my top priority. There's just so much going on elsewhere. But that said, having done my schedule this morning, which I've never done before, I only started it this year, I've got the list of upload days of 2 videos a week, and I've got what videos are coming up. So I've just made a list of like the next 8 videos, which again, I need to film in the next, well, over 4 days this week. I need to get all filmed. But yeah, we can do this. I'm also now just about to help Keegan film his content. He's feeling a bit like me, a bit overwhelmed today. So, but he's got a load of videos to film, and I usually help him. It's either Taylor or me that helps him film. And we're gonna film some here and then some at the gym. And then we'll do a workout whilst we're at the gym as well. Anyway, how are you? I feel like I just splurged at you there. Thank you for being my sounding board. We've got this. This is what happens when you get cushions on the bed and then you get a dog that wants to make a nest in them. Fen, get off. Off. That did look very nice and now you've ruined it. Yeah, I'm really loving these cushions that I got from Primark. We got the front 2 from there. I sort of have a play around of how I organised them, but I think the colours go a lot nicer than the other 2 grey cushions that we had. So yeah, I'm very pleased with them. Just before I get showered and ready, I've moved on to this book, The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. I saw this in a shop called The Works and it was £3. So I was like, bargain, gonna get it. I've only been reading it for 2 days and I'm already halfway through it. I mean, it is a thin book, but I needed a bit of a break from thick books. This year, all the books I've been reading have been like this thick, including the last one, which was about 600 pages. And it just got a bit much in the end, where I was like, I just want this to end now, which I'll also talk to you about at some stage. But yeah, really enjoying this so far. It's about a husband and wife, and the husband is actually the heir to like $100 million fortune in North Carolina. And he sort of gets summoned back to the estate because his mum dies. And everyone's keeping loads of secrets. So I don't really know much more than that at the minute. But yeah, it's very gripping. Okay, I'll talk to you about that book now because Keegan's in the shower. So we are just taking turns in the shower. Even though we have multiple showers in this house, we all like to use the same one. Let me shut the door in case Keegan walks past naked. Right, so this is the book that I've been waiting to read for over a year, and it's The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence, with these beautiful sprayed edges like a bookshelf. Love it. This is a trilogy, and I have the other 2 books already that match, all like this, all hardback, all from the locked library. I gave it 2.5 stars. It started really well. By about page 300, I was getting a little bit bored, and I was like, I just want this to end now. Like, I've got it, I'm enjoying it, but let's stop now, because it just slowly, I probably would have given it 4 stars at that point, and it just kept declining just because it went on and on and on. I don't think that critically about books. I've made a reel about it, it went viral. Am I the only reader who feels like I'm not that critical? People are like, oh, the plot holes in this. I'm like, what plot holes? I believed every single word. People are like, what about this theory, this theory? Onyx Storm at the minute, everyone's got all these theories. I'm like, I have zero theories. I'm not thinking like that. When I'm reading the book, I'm living in the moment. Whenever there's a twist, I'm like, because I did not see that coming, because my brain doesn't work in that way. Do you know what I mean? I'm a really easy reader. Just give me good writing, a good plot, and I'm set. I'm not someone that's brainstorming theories and looking out for plot holes. I'm just not. I don't think too deeply about it. This one did make me think quite deeply about the writer. As I was reading this, I was like, I feel like he just doesn't have a plot, and he sat down at his laptop, the author, and writing as he goes. And then this happens, it just because random things started happening. So I just Googled, does Mark Lawrence plot his books? And AI came up with an answer. It searched the web for all the results and said, no, Mark Lawrence does not. Famously, he does not plot his books. He sits down and he just sees where his fingers type. And I was like, wow, that is how I interpreted this. Like, I could tell that from the story. Not because the plot wasn't good, but just because it was like so random and like just going off on tangents. However, since finishing reading this, and I was so glad when I finished reading it, I've not been able to stop thinking about it. And I've realised that's because I love the main character of Levera and Ivar as well. So basically there's two timelines. There's Levera, who lives out in the dust, which is like an abandoned like desert. She ends up with a job in this library. And in this world, in this library, the library is endless, it's infinite, it's miles and miles, hundreds of miles deep, wide, long. You can get lost in there, you can die in there as well because you might be lost without sustenance. So she gets a job in there. There's another timeline with a character called Ivar, who has always lived in the library and been lost in the library. And then they sort of collide, there's time travel. It is fantasy, but I feel like it's a bit more sci-fi. But yeah, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since, but I still stand by my 2.5 rating. And now I'm like, do I read the other two? Not for a while. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Here we are live from the GMC office as we get ready to film.
There's my bum.
There's your bum. Lovely. Yeah, we're in Keegan's office. How many pieces of content have you got to film today?
8, 9.
8 or 9. So that'll probably take us like an hour maybe, but some of them are at the gym, so it'll probably take us a bit longer. But while we're at the gym, we'll do a workout, won't we?
Yeah.
We will. Keegan's not feeling it this morning.
Just everything that can go wrong has gone wrong, and I'd like to crawl under a rock.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I don't think there'd be a rock big enough, babe.
A boulder.
A boulder. It's okay, we're going to power through. By the end of today, you'll be grateful that you cracked on. Right, we're back from the gym. We've done our workout, just having lunch. What are you having?
Chicken and vegetables with some gravy.
Lovely. I've got chicken and chorizo paella. Both having a stressful day. I told you guys this morning there's so much to do, but things are going wrong with Keegan and his business. Things are going wrong with me and my business. My manager just said, is the moon in the microwave or something? I agree. It's like Mercury in retrograde. Is Mercury a microwave?
I don't understand.
You might be thinking, Joel, this is jazzy. What are you wearing? This has just arrived from ASOS, and this is what I'm wearing to the Chelsea Flower Show. I've never been to the Chelsea Flower Show, and people go with a mixture. Usually there's no dress code for the Chelsea Flower Show at all in London. However, people do tend to dress up. Some people go super extra. Some people go really smart. Other people go cash and like cool. And as you know, I would prefer to go cool, not necessarily cash, but on the smart casual side, because I don't like dressing up smart. I'd rather be underdressed than overdressed in any scenario. And also with my job, people kind of expect influencers or creators to be a bit edgy. Like if I just turn up in a suit, they're going to be like, that's not the vibe. So anyway, I was looking online for like a floral-ish jacket, but without being too floral. Do you know what I mean? And this came up. Now, you have to ignore, I'm not going to wear it with jeans, I'm not going to wear it with this t-shirt, but this is from ASOS. It was reduced, I think it was £50, reduced down from 65, and it's brown and white, and it's got a lovely texture. I'm really, really pleased with this. So, if you want to make it cash, I suppose you can put the collar up, be a bit cool. I think I'll just put that down. So that's good, but the Chelsea Flower Show is in 3 days. I need to get some different clothes because I don't want to wear jeans. And I think I need maybe a white t-shirt. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a fashionista. I'm just trying to learn. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. I also, next week, as I told you, I'm going to be in the south of France for a work event. And there's some evening sort of, I'll explain more about why I'm going there, but it's for work and it's like learning, seminars, da-da-da-da. But in the evenings, they have social events. The first social evening is like come as you are. The second one is Riviera themed, and they've given us a color code which is all tropical colors, so you're talking oranges, pinks, yellows, and I'm like, I don't own anything of that sort really, so I need to go shopping for that as well. And this is the part of my job, I feel like it's unrelatable, and it's like all of you will be like, boo-hoo Joel, but this is the part of my job which I hate, because I hate clothes. I'd rather be naked. No, I hate clothes shopping, and I'm not naturally someone who's interested in clothes. I don't find it interesting. I don't find it fun. And so that's why I just want to turn up in jeans and a t-shirt all the time. But obviously now is at the stage where I can't really do that. I need to put a bit more effort in. So yeah, I need to go shopping. And this is the part that's like, oh, I've got a busy week, and part of that week needs to include going into town shopping, which I hate, which most people would go, that's not work. But for me, this time at least, it is work. I need to find something to go with this, maybe like a chino or something. I think I've got a white t-shirt, so I'll try it on with that, or a cream t-shirt to match this cream, I don't know, or a brown to match this brown, I don't know. And then I need to find some orange, pink, yellow clothes. But the thing is, I can't just go and buy an orange t-shirt because it's supposed to be like impressive, bougie, like Riviera vibe. So I'm like, what the hell do I buy? I'm thinking, trying to find like a tropical colored jacket. I don't know. I have no idea. So anyway, that's first world problems, but this is at least something that's arrived, and now I can crack on with filming. This week I need to film 16 reels, and I've got a list of 8 of them so far, so half of them. So if I can film all 8 today, I'll be pleased. But we've just had, sorry, this is more updates. We've just had an offer to go and watch Kylie Minogue tonight, which is so exciting from our friends Anthony and Peter. They're actually friends with Kylie, and she's performing in Manchester. And so they've got 4 tickets. They're like, do you want to come? We were like, yes. So we're going to meet them for dinner at the Ivy tonight in Manchester, and then go to watch Kylie, which is going to be so fun. But because that's coming, we need to leave here at like 4:30. I've got a call at 3:30. We're supposed to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I've just texted the person to say, I can only do an hour. Is that okay? Anyway, it's all zen. Let's stop vlogging now because I need to actually crack on with my day.
Very messy, very messy.
Look at all this mess to pick up. So we've been in the Kylie wine bar. Are you enjoying the Kylie wine bar?
The Kylie water.
The Kylie water and the Kylie wine bar.
Kylie wristband.
Kylie wristband.
Kylie in nature.
That's not her.
That is her.
Is it?
She's fucking blind as a bar.
Yeah. This is cool. Backstage. Look at these costumes. Those confused me, the inflatables. Kylie tour bus. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. We had so much fun last night at Kylie. There's not much else to say. You saw the gig, well, some of it. I couldn't put too much on, otherwise it gets copyright infringed and probably taken down. But yeah, that was so much fun. What an icon she is. I think she's like late 50s. And firstly, she doesn't look it. And secondly, she's going about that stage entertaining thousands of people. Tens of thousands. Anyway, I'm not a well woman, guys. I'm not sick. Not well mentally. I have been panicking that we're going on holiday for 2 weeks. And I was like, my plants are going to die. This hasn't been as much of a problem as it is now because I've now got a lot of plants and outdoor plants, and it's getting to spring and summer. Some of you told me to do eye cream with my finger, so thank you. I'm not going to dab it though. Lots of you were like, dab it in, that takes too long. I'm not going to be rough. Anyway, so I've been panicking about it. It's literally, I'm not lying, it's been keeping me up at night. So I've been researching things. People like put a bit of string into your glass of water and then put it leading to the plant, and the water will go across from the string. I've looked into these aqua balls that you can get that fill with water and you put it in the soil. It's supposed to hydrate the soil. I've been looking at these bulbs that you globes that you stick into the soil, and I've decided to go with that. So after much umming and ahhing and searching, I bought these globes. This morning I've been testing them. So I've bought some small ones like this, that's filled with water, and it gently drips it into the roots. And I've got some big ones for outside. Here I am panicking about it, and like I'm testing them out, everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, is my apple tree gonna die? I've pruned the apples off it. I've got like 5 apples. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if there's a heat wave while we're away? We've got a friend house sitting, well, dog sitting, really. So she can just water, she's gonna be here the whole 2 weeks for the dogs, so she can water the plants. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I don't know why I've done that. Sometimes I annoy myself. Do you ever get that? Not me annoying you, you annoying you. I've known that our friend is dog sitting and house sitting whilst we're away. And yet there I was panicking, thinking that the house was going to be empty. I'm not well. Just parked up in Leeds. It's so busy today in Leeds. I'm parked on the top floor of the car park. I've never done that before, ever. I did stop for a Dunkin'. So I got this. Right, I think we've got like 20 flights of stairs to go down. There's no elevator. Okay, so the goal really is to get some linen pants or olive green linen pants. By pants I mean trousers, I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe some brown loafers or something, and a cream t-shirt. I don't know, guys. I don't know why the car park's so busy. This is not busy at all. The event I'm going to in the south of France, the Riviera themed party on one of the nights, is all tropical colours, as I think I've said too. So I'm gonna really struggle with that because I just feel like I'm not gonna find anything nice or smart in those colours. For women, it's so easy. They could just buy a nice dress in that colour. But for me, there'll be t-shirts in those colours, but will there be a nice jacket or something a bit more smart? I suppose I could get maybe like, I don't know, a loose linen-y shirt, couldn't I? Maybe that would be the vibe. This looks a bit duller on camera, but it is quite orangey red. I don't know if that would go with it. But that's probably more vibrant, isn't it? I don't like it as much though. Obviously not with a green t-shirt, like a white one. Right, I've got most things. I've definitely overspent and got too much, but I know I'm going to return lots of it. It's just I can't be bothered to waste time choosing exactly what I want. I was like, if I like it, I'll get it, take it home, and then I can always return it. Anyway, let's have a look in Reese for some t-shirts and shoes. I've stopped, I'm having an early lunch. It's only just before 12, but I've got some work to do and I need a rest. Basically, Keegan and I head to London tomorrow for 2 nights. We're recording the podcast tomorrow with 3 guests, and then the Chelsea Flower Show, which is why I'm coming shopping, part of the reason. But also, our podcast is launching tomorrow, season 5, so I just need to check everything's on track, that it's ready. Obviously, we have Harry, who's our assistant for the podcast, so he's sort of overseen all of the edits, because we have editors that edit it, and he's proof-watched it, but I then need to proof-watch the proof-watch, make sure everything is ready and scheduled to go out tomorrow. I also need to design a thumbnail and do all of that, so yeah, it's a lot to do, but my brain is fried at the minute with all the things going on, but I'm also secretly enjoying it. I quite like being stressed. Right, half an hour working lunch break done. I've been back and forth with Harry and Keegan trying to work out these episodes and the release. of them guests tomorrow. We've got 3 different guests. One of the guests was like, please can I have the questions beforehand because I'll overthink everything. So I've just been liaising with him, letting him know what to expect, which I totally get. That'd be me as well. I much prefer to have questions beforehand. But you do get guests, like the other 2 tomorrow, who are just very chill and like, yeah, talk about anything, don't worry. I'm the former. I need the questions beforehand, please. Now I need to get t-shirt and shoes, and then I'm done, and I need to go straight for my haircut. So as well as all the things I've got going on this week and prepping for going away, when I go to France on Monday, the thing I'm stressing about is I've booked a train down to Heathrow Airport the night before, stay in a hotel, fly to France. When I fly back Wednesday evening, and I land at about 7:30 p.m. UK time, and then the last train back up north, back home, is at 9:30. So I've got 2 hours to get off the plane, get my bags, and get to King's Cross, which takes about an hour. So it leaves an hour to do all that faff, and then an hour to get on the train. So I might just make it, but if it's delayed, if I can't make it, I'm screwed. And the reason I'm screwed is because the next day, Thursday morning at 7 a.m, we drive to Manchester Airport to fly to Florida. So if I miss the last train, then the likelihood is I'm gonna miss my flight to Florida. So I don't know what to do. Keegan's like, you'll be fine. It's 2 hours, 10 minutes you've got, so you'll be fine. My mum is like, worst case scenario, you could pay like a few £100 for like 300-400 quid or something for a car to take you from London to drive you all the way up north. But I'm like, how does that work? You can't just go up to a taxi and go, hi, can you drive me 4 hours north? But I know they exist, but do you have to pre-book them? Then I'm thinking, should I just drive instead? But I've booked my train tickets. But if I drove to the airport on Sunday night, it means as soon as I get off the plane, I can just hop in the car and drive north. But then I'm going to be really tired driving like at night time. I fall asleep, guys. So I don't know what to do. It's a risk if I just like leave it and go, yeah, 2 hours to get there. Like it could be absolutely fine, but what if it's not? And I'm someone that will worry about this. Keegan will just go, oh, I'll be fine. And then if it goes wrong, he'll panic. Whereas I pre-panic, preempting the worst. Okay, I've just spent 15 minutes hashing it out with my friend and asking their opinion, and worked it out in my head. I think I'm gonna take the risk, because if I leave the airport at like 8 o'clock, let's say it takes 40 minutes after landing to get out, and I leave at 8 o'clock, I'm like, cool, that's an hour and a half to get to King's Cross. I think that will be fine. Great. If I leave the airport later than that and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it, then worst case scenario, I jump in a taxi. I've just Googled it. You can get last minute taxis to drive you that far, but they are probably gonna cost anywhere between £200 and £500. So hopefully that won't be necessary, but at least I've got a backup option if there is a worst case scenario, because that's what I'm worried about. Is that there just won't even be a backup option. Haircut done. Can you notice anything different? Well, I turn my head this way, safely of course. Eyes still on the road. I've gone for a slightly different fade. I've gone for a burst fade. What I said was, I've been toying with the idea of like a mullet, not like in the 80s or whenever it was, of like really long, but it's fashionable amongst young people now to get like a short hair mullet. And he was like, I'm just gonna check on my phone to see if we're on the same page, if you mean what I think. And he was like, oh, we call that a burst fade. And I was like, oh, okay. I just thought it was like a mullet because it's longer at the back. He was like, your hair is probably a little bit too short to get the full effect. But he was then, after doing it, he was like, we can always try it and then do a normal fade if it doesn't work. I'll show you a bit later if I remember, because I can't quite get the angle here to show you the difference maybe. But I really like it, and he did it and he was like, actually it looks really good. And another barber walked past and he was like, wow, that looks really good, even though his hair's quite short. So he was like, it will actually get even better the longer it gets, and then you just get the sides topped up. It's nice to do something a little bit different. He said the same. He was like, the trouble is, yeah, with men's hair, if you don't want to grow your hair long, which I've toyed with, but I don't know. He was like, if you don't want to grow your hair long, there's really not much else you can do. You either do a regular fade, or you could do like a burst fade, or something like a little mullet or whatever. So there's still lots to be done. It's nearly 3 p.m. and I've got a meeting actually at 4:30 with a brand. I've gotten booked another job, which is really exciting. It actually is a really, really fun job, which I'll actually be doing in Florida, some of it. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. But yeah, they want a call with me, but it's quite late because they're in America. So yeah, I've got that at 4:30. I would like to take the dogs for a walk, but I don't know if it's a bit too hot. It's saying it's 21 degrees, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it probably looks no different to you, but it is a bit different. I had the bad news when I was in the barber's that our dishwasher is broken in our London house, and it's going to cost £648 to get a new one and to get it fitted and the old one taken away. So it's just like bills, bills, bills. Yeah, there's nothing we can do really about that. Anyway, I'm just trying to sort out whether or not I drive down to the airport on Sunday and just take the loss of the train tickets, because I'm worried about the train when I return. And at least if I drive to the airport, it's long, but then I can just jump straight in my car and drive up north. So we'll see. Well, guys, it's a few days later. I've been to London and I leave to go to the airport tomorrow to go to France. So look at my hair. Sorry, I've just been to the gym with Keegan. So my hair's all messed up. I'm just walking the dogs now. Yeah, I feel a lot less stressed than when I last picked up the camera, just because I've been to London, done all the things I needed to do there, and because I did decide in the end, I basically cancelled my hotel and booked a hotel with parking. I have cancelled, well, not cancelled my train tickets, I'm just not going to use my train tickets, and I'm driving down. So it's cost me extra money. It's a mistake learned for next time. It's very annoying, but I'm like, you know what? This has been worth it, because the last few days I've not been panicking anymore about that trip, because I go, worst case scenario, if my flight home from France was delayed, doesn't matter. My car is there, ready and waiting for me, and I will just drive through the night back home. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I still have a lot of work to do. It's Saturday currently. I have a lot of stuff to get on top of before leaving tomorrow afternoon to drive down to London. But it's all good stuff. Just going to enjoy walking the dogs. Nice views. It's a little bit chillier today. But thank you for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I didn't post on Thursday. Annoyingly, I actually edited this whole video, bar this one clip, on Thursday. I actually met one of you guys, Kevin, if you're watching. It was nice to meet you. I was editing in my favourite place, the National Theatre, and suddenly someone came up to me and was like, oh, hi, Joel, I watch your vlogs. And I was like, and he was like, it was weird. I walked past the National Theatre and thought, oh, Joel loves the National Theatre. He walked in and there I was editing. How weird. But anyway, it was lovely to meet you, Kevin. And I said to him, oh, I'm editing tonight's video. But it was so busy with Chelsea Flower Show that I didn't manage to get it uploaded. So you're getting it today instead. I will be probably going to one video a week for the time being over the summer, because everything is super busy. But I am on Instagram, I am on TikTok. So if you're on those platforms, you want to get let off, go on then. So if you're on those platforms, go and follow me. I know not everyone is, but that's fine. If you are, then go follow me, because I do post on there every day. I've also released a members only vlog. I released that last week. A bit more updates of what's going on. A little chin wag in the car. So if you'd like to become a member as well, click join next to subscribe, and you'll get the options there. The VIP tier gets the bonus members only, ad-free, extra videos every month. Anyway, enough from me. Bye.